The moment of truth, let's see if this works. So return to home. Okay, it's coming back, and hopefully the bleeping noise won't last too long. Let's move the histogram out of the way. So here we go, fingers crossed. Let's hope it works. There we go. Right, let's get this out of the way. Okay. Alright, so hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Richard Fiske, and the reason I want to do this video is because the last couple of days I've had a bit of a nightmare. The Google system crashed, as some of you may know, and I'm on Android phone, so I've got my Samsung Galaxy 8 Plus here, and I'm on 1.3.0 on the Fly app. Now the other day the Google crashed, none of the systems were working, and I couldn't actually fly the drone because I couldn't open the Fly app. And I thought it was a problem with my phone initially. So I uninstalled the app, and then I couldn't get it back on again, the Fly app, and I was in big problems, and none of the other apps were working, WhatsApp, etc. And eventually I managed to, I can't remember quite how, but I managed to get the Fly app back on. I couldn't get access to internet at the time, but I got it back on, and it was only on 1.2.1, I think. Do you remember when the old GPS system was in the middle of the phone at the bottom, in the middle, and it didn't have the new attitude thing. So I was in big trouble. So I think they've fixed it. So this is my first flight after. So what I want to do today is two things really. I want to just test out the system again, test out the Ocusync 2. Make sure the drone is flying okay, and also there's a new feature that possibly may be available on the Mavic Air 2. I would be disappointed if it's not, but I know it's available on the Mini 2, that's on the version 1.3.1 Fly app for them, but we've only got for the Mavic Air 2 1.3.0. So let's have a little fly around. Let's start recording, and let's test out this system to see if it's still operating okay. I did try and log on yesterday, but the camera was freezing and all sorts of things. So I've hopefully debugged the system. So we'll go for a quick flight around. I want to do a little bit of a, not a range test as such. I want to just go, you know, just about 1 kilometre or so away, and just fly nice and smoothly as possible around the golf course, and just make sure everything's working. I'm in tripod mode at the moment. Satellite's all okay. 17, the signal strength is good. Let's go over to the hotel. This is where I work actually. I'm the golf manager for the hotel. Nice shot of the hotel as I go over. Not very busy here at the moment with COVID, etc. Okay, signal's looking good. That looks okay. Now I'm going to do a range test first of all, a little bit, as I said. Yeah, so it was a nightmare with Google the other day. I don't know what happened, but apparently it's something to do with the web view, so that's all been sorted out now. So if anyone else has got Google and Android, you probably had similar problems as well. So 37 meters high, I'm coming up to 800 meters away. Just going to fly over this area of houses, etc. Just wanted to see if the signal drops out at all. Ocusync is still a Wi-Fi system, but it's been developed by DJI over the normal Wi-Fi, and what it enables us to do, the system will switch between 2.4 and 5.8 gigahertz, and it will constantly search to see whether or not there's a better signal, and it can swap around. So flying over the golf course here in the desert, as we like to call it, area, because of the lack of rainfall. Okay, so the signal's dropping down there. It's on 3 bars, I think. But I'm only at 40 meters, so it could be expected. If I raise it up, it will probably signal will probably come back a bit better. Right, 1.3 kilometers out. Yeah, raise it up, look, the signals come back, so it's okay. It's quite nice, a sunny evening here in Spain, 100 meters. Right, 1.4. I only want to take it out to about 1.5 kilometers away. I know visual line of sight, etc., etc. So before anyone comments on that, I know that that's not normally the legal way of doing it. But I wanted to do this little test. So signal dropping out again, but again it's still flying. I've still got control, so it all looks okay. Let's come back again now. Right, so let's turn around. And this is the other thing I wanted to test, which could be really exciting. It could be really disappointing, and it could be really exciting as well, because it's going to be a great feature. Okay, let's double check on the map. I've got I've got the new attitude mode, so it's good. Check where I'm coming back to. Right, so that red line on the map is my return to home point. Let's get the map back up. So, the moment of truth, let's see if this works. So, return to home. Okay, it's coming back, and hopefully the bleeping noise won't last too long. Let's move the histogram out of the way. Right, so the drone is flying back towards me now along that straight line that you saw on the map. Now with the Mini 2, that's had a new update at 1.3.1, and effectively it's a bit like a course lock. So what I should be able to do now, if it works for the Mavic Air 2, which is on the 1.3.0, I should be able to now just let that fly home on the return to home automatic setting, and then with the right hand stick just control whether or not the drone looks, or yours, right and left. So here we go, fingers crossed, let's hope it works. Right, so I'm going right on the left. Okay, that's not doing anything. I'm doing right and left on the stick, and you can see it's not doing anything. Up and down, it's not controlling. So I don't have control of the drone, so it's on automatic return to home. Okay, I can do the gimbal, but I can't do anything else. So that's really disappointing. So it's flying back to me. And we don't have the same that the Mavic Mini does. That raises a bit of a point for me, because this drone here, Mavic Air 2, is like almost, well, not quite double the cost of the Mini 2. It's a superior drone, it's got more features, the camera's better, it's got active track, I know, it's got sensors, and I know the Mini 2 doesn't have that, you know, but for DJI to update the Mini 2 and give them that feature, which is sort of a bit of a hidden feature. I think Skyview Films in Latvia did a video on it, really good video. He discovered it the other day. He's in Riga, so go and check his video out for all the Mini 2 owners. But the drone was flying back automatically on return to home, and with the left-hand stick, he could actually rotate and yaw the drone. And as he likened it to, as having two pilots flying a drone. One pilot flying the drone back, the other one controlling where the camera view goes. So it was like having two pilots. It was like the Inspire. And he flew along a bridge, you know, followed a bus and everything else. It was brilliant. So what I don't understand is why Mavic Air 2 costs more money, and yet DJI have been given so many updates to the the Mini 2, now on 1.3.1. And why are Mavic Air people not getting this? Why? Maybe it's something we'll get in the future, I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a new update of 1.3.1 for us. Here comes the drone now above me. Let's cancel that. So this is a quick video just to test that out. I'm glad that my drone seems to be working after the Google crash. That all seems to be going fine, but I'm really disappointed that as an owner of a more superior drone, costs more money. No offense to the Mavic Mini, because I think the Mavic Mini is a fantastic drone as well. I mean, Mavic Mini's got loads of capabilities the same as the Mavic Air. But in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree, is if you're buying a more expensive drone, you should have better features on it. And that's why you buy the more expensive drone. It's like buying a car. You don't have a inferior car model and have more gimmicks, etc. on that car than you would do with an upgraded one. So I'm a bit disappointed in the test, and hopefully there will be a new update soon for the 1.3.1 for Mavic Air 2 users, and then hopefully they will include that like a course lock feature. Now I know course lock is available in hyperlapse, but that's only taking photos. So to have it in a video format would be fantastic. So yeah, disappointed, but hopefully DJI, they're not going to listen to me. I'm only a small channel, but hopefully it's something they've got in the pipeline and they can update it for us. So hope you found this useful. Let's look out for the update for us, 1.3.1 for the Mavic Air 2 Android users and iOS users. And if you like this sort of thing, I do drone tutorials obviously like this. I fly scenic shots around here in southern Spain where I live. So if you like that sort of thing, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And obviously also leave a comment and see what you think about DJI seemingly supporting Mini 2 over and above the Mavic Air 2. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Now I'm going to have a little fly.